Hey, how Copilot can help me to better analyze a document. So here I downloaded a few documents that Microsoft provide on their site, the internet site, with the last result. And there should be a document with a press release. Here it is. So I'm gonna open this press release, and instead of reading it all, I first have a few questions. I want a quick summary. You know how to do that. The first thing I want to highlight here is Copilot can be Word can be queried with Copilot only if the document has less than 10,000 words. Here I have 3,000 words, so that's okay. But I tried it on the longer reports with more than 10,000. It didn't work. So I think there's a limitation here. It's probably an open AI limitation. So let's see how Copilot can help me. First thing that you all know, you have summarized this doc, pretty simple. Just click on it and it's gonna browse all documents and summarize it in a way that is interesting. That's the first thing. But you can keep a conversation as keep asking questions to analyze this document. That's another benefit. And it will save you a lot of time. If you don't have the time to read it all, and if you want just to focus on some information, definitely it will help to find the right information. So here I have a nice description of Microsoft results, Microsoft Cloud driving growth, uh, the Activision acquisition, the productivity and business segment, highlights, intelligent cloud, and personal computing. So it's a good summary of 13 page in just a few paragraphs. Very powerful. And as you can see, if I'm more interested in one topic here, and just to be sure also to check the facts, I want to better understand, the intelligent cloud segment here. There's two references, so I can click on the reference. It highlights directly, the line uh, in the document. So it move the cursor, it highlights the line. Pretty useful. Now I'm gonna, I'm a stakeholder, so I'm gonna say I'm a shareholder. I'm a Microsoft shareholder. Are there any specific information for me? Let's see. I didn't try it, so we'll see if something comes of it. But I inject in the prompt, my persona. So maybe there are information that are more tailored uh, to me. I guess a shareholder is interested in everything, but maybe I would like to know the dividend. So maybe that's going to be my next question if I don't have the information coming back. I'm interested to know, if there are dividend. According to the document, Microsoft shareholder, you might be interested to know that Microsoft returned 8.4 billion. Yeah, actually, I don't know how much I got, but yeah, knowing that, the total of dividend is several billion, it's pretty impressive. And so if I want to go where it is, okay, I can see the line here in this press release. So pretty powerful. Now I can ask question. Uh, are there any results I should be concerned with? Maybe there were bad results. I don't know. I don't want to read everything. So just let me know. Sometimes, in press release, they're not going to show highlight the bad results, but they have to put the numbers somewhere. So maybe querying can help me to figure out if there are concerns or bad results. So maybe it found something. According to the document, financial results show strong. Okay, strong growth, net income, and earnings per share. So everything is perfect. However, as with any investment, there are always risks and uncertainties to consider. The forward-looking statement section. Okay, there's a fourth statement. Okay, so let's see what it says here. Redmond, Washington, Microsoft Corp today announced the following result for quarter of December and compared to the corresponding period of last fiscal. Okay, nothing special here. So I don't see anything. Now let me ask, are there any negative results? And I don't know if I'm framing it correctly in English. Probably a native English speaker will frame the question better, but I can iterate and find, the information I'm looking for. According to the document, there are specific negative results mentioned in the document. However, as with any investment, okay, it's true. There are always risks and something to consider. So here, uh, I don't see, okay, or okay, intense competition. Okay, there's things like that, but apparently it didn't find this negative result. I see some negative results in the device. So how is doing the device business? Because my understanding is it's not very good. So let's see if we can find this. I mean, maybe I'm looking at the wrong number. I don't even know what it is. Percentage change, I think it's negative, so we sell less. According to the document, the device revenue decreased by 9%. Yeah, so why don't you tell me that before? Down 10% in constant currency. So pretty powerful. But you need to iterate. Oh, okay. There's a sentence. So that's a way you should iterate when you ask questions about a document. I just want to finish that to show you that I think if you want to transform that in a PowerPoint presentation, um, it does a very decent, good job. So let me go back. Um, should I should I go back? Close this. Create a new PowerPoint document and see how good is going to be the deck from this press release with a lot of numbers. I'm curious to see if there's a good formatting or if it's going to be a mess. Oh, it takes time to open. Something is slow today. Yeah, definitely something is slow. So while it's doing that, I'm going to just be sure that I copy the link if I need to reference the document. Go back to the presentation, still not there. Something is wrong. So let's close this. Since it's a new one, I can delete this one. I'm going to recreate a new one just to see if something is special. Okay, let's create a new PowerPoint document. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Let's click on Copilot. I don't know. It takes some time before I can click on Copilot without having this message. It takes some time to open Copilot, so there's a little lag every time I use Copilot. And I'm going to say create a presentation from the file. It's already there. I don't have to paste the link, but if you don't find it in this little list, just have to paste the URL by copying the link before. So let me add that, and I just want to show you that you can do the same thing I did with Word in PowerPoint and even create content from what's in the deck. So we'll see if it creates a nice slide deck. Another thing I would like to share here, if you want to use your own template, you need to have your open the document with your template. There's a way to do that in SharePoint if you want to automate it, but or you, I don't know how you use it. Usually, you create you put a new deck with your template already, and then it will use the template. It won't not create its own template. If there's a blank template, it's going to create a new template. So with the design he wants to use, and it's not really consistent, I must say. So it might be better to create a new slide deck with your own template, just to be sure that you will reuse to generate the content. It will use your own template. So we almost there. Hopefully, I don't like when it stays at the. Okay, now as a speaker notes, don't forget that it's very useful, um, especially when you're presenting to the press. Seeing the speaker notes can help. Okay, so the title is, it's a press release. I would expect a press release, but it just starts with a statement here. Okay, there's 30 slides, so let's see those slides. And so the agenda, yeah, it covers, different things we already saw, an overview. And yeah, that's what I wanted to see if the table were well presented. So it basically it took that and it put it in a table. Looks good. But you don't have all the details that were in the tables in Word because too much information. There was just an exact summary. Here there's more details. Okay. So you can see that maybe you need to recheck to be sure. Unfortunately, as you can see here, you cannot come back to the source. You have to go to the Word document. You cannot really connect this slide with where in the Word document was it. But apparently, it gives the number, all the numbers. So it does a good job to import the Word document and make it in a PowerPoint format. So now, if I want to add and still converse with PowerPoint, I can say add a slide with the main risks. So there are risks. I don't know if they're in the slide deck. We'll see. Maybe they are in the footnotes, but there were risks listed in the Word document. So I just want to add a slide with the risks, and maybe I want to add a slide with the main benefits, main striking points, positive points, main risks. So you can see that I have the risk here. It's listed. So I know you shouldn't do that, but maybe I should start my deck with the risk. So I can move that up. Oops, not easy. Okay, let's forget it. Okay, and now I just want to show you that when you add a slide, it will put the slide after the slide that is selected. So add a slide with the main positive news and results. So after the risk, I should have the positive aspect of this press release. But as you can see, you can still have this conversation, add more slides based on what's in the PowerPoint. Unfortunately, you also here you see, oh, there's nothing. That's interesting. So it didn't work for this one. So let's do that again. Maybe I will say just with the main results. That's surprising. And it happens sometimes. You'll see. Sometimes I ask a question, I don't have an answer, and maybe a few minutes after I ask the same question, I have an answer. So you can have some struggle. Sometimes it's because you're not prompting well here. Another good example, I have the results here. I changed a little bit the prompt, but okay, I have all the main results listed. So it's better to, if I want a short discussion, main results, main risk, boom. So conversing, querying a Word document can be very helpful. It's a time saver for a lot of people who don't have the luxury to read everything. You need to have some people going to read everything, but some people just want to focus on some areas. Know that the limitation on a Word document, no more than 10,000 words. That's a can be a huge limitation. One thing I discovered also, I did that on the 30,000 word in a document. I was able to create the PowerPoint from the Word document. So still the PowerPoint creation from a long Word document will work, but querying in the Word document wouldn't work. So that means you have to cut your document in several parts. That's not fun. Hope they will change, but it's a very good beginning, and I'm sure it's going to improve. Hope this was very insightful for some of you, and you will save time thanks to this tip.